Like Edward Hopper once said, great art is the outward expression of an inner life in the artist, and this inner life will result in his personal vision of the world. Art can show how someone feels, even if you don't know them, but first, you must see their art.
Many paintings are filled with joy and make you feel happy. Most paintings are detailed with bright colors and also make you feel pleasure. Van Gogh's painting The Joyful Iris can make you feel joy. The bright colors give a sense of excitement and happiness. The colors are mostly bright and happy colors like oranges and reds. Paintings can make you feel many things.
Edward Hopper's art has the opposite effect and can make you sad and lonely. Edward Hopper once said, "It's probably a reflection of my own loneliness. It could be the whole human condition to feel lonely." He was referring to his style of artwork and the themes in his paintings. Hopper painted scenes of people that made them look very isolated. Most of them sat alone with their shoulders slumped or staring out a window. Hopper showed that even in a big city, you can feel abandoned.
Edward Hopper was a realistic painter that was born in 1882 in New York. He showed talent at drawing in age 5. Edward described himself as sad, skinny, and a solitary child. Hopper is famous for painting urban and architectural scenes in a dark palette. Hopper mostly painted women looking outside or sitting in an office or cafe. He would usually paint 1 to 3 people in his work. His themes were solitude, loneliness, regret, and boredom.
One of Hopper's most famous paintings is Nighthawks. The painting shows 4 people in a cafe. There's no entrance into that cafe. It seems there's no way to get into this empty place. It looks depressing because the man is facing away and is hunching over the counter. The man and woman look like they're holding hands, but they are actually not. The only door in the painting doesn't have any words on it. What does this painting mean? How can Hopper's painting help us understand our own feelings?
There is a tragic backstory behind the painting Nighthawks. In this painting, all the lights are off except in the cafe called Phillies. Hopper completed this painting soon after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. After Pearl Harbor, everyone was afraid of another bombing. New Yorkers assumed that the Japanese were targeting big cities that they would be next. They started practicing drills they called blackouts. A blackout is a drill where people roll down a black piece of paper on a door or window. The entire city went dark, but not in the painting Nighthawks. There is still light on. Nighthawks is a painting filled with so much emotion. Let's look more closely at the painting.
The husband and wife look like they're touching, but they're not. They are not alone, but they seem lonely. All the people are close together, but are not touching. They all seem isolated. The main colors in this painting are red, blue, and yellow. The windows look like they are not there. There's a door in the back, but we don't know what it leads to. There's no way in or out of the cafe. People seem trapped. There are no lights on the street, but in the cafe. This painting is meant to make us feel isolated and alone.
We cannot understand Nighthawks without making a connection to the history of the time. Nighthawks was painted right after Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor changed many lives, including the American artist Edward Hopper. In his painting Nighthawks, he expresses the sad loss. He makes us feel emotion that most American citizens were feeling during World War II. These events forced American people into isolation, but not for Edward Hopper. He took the sadness and made it a masterpiece.
In personal notes, Hopper's wife noted that he refused to turn off his studio lights, even during the city-wide blackouts. Similar to the singular light in the Nighthawks cafe, one light remains. His light gave the United States hope. His paintings still inspire us today. Now Nighthawks is his most famous painting, a reminder of the sacrifice we took during World War II. One of his quotes said, "If you could say it in words, there'd be no reason to paint." The colors that he carefully picks out, the amount of people in most of his paintings, and the expression on people's faces makes us feel lonely and depressed. And I think that he definitely succeeds in making us feel the emotion that he was trying so hard to express. Isolation, but also perhaps a little bit of hope.